appear that they came up soft in this game. But I mean, so it seemed like the Cavs were going to come up soft again in this game, right? But okay, and this happens in the NBA. Keep in mind these guys are professional basketball players. They're in the NBA for a reason. They're getting paid millions of dollars for a reason. Even though I feel in today's NBA anybody can play because the emphasis on defense is not existent. Simple as that. I'm not going to get into the stats, statistic, analytics on that. It's just with my eyes, when I do the eye test watching today's NBA, the defense is non existent. So that's why I feel in today's NBA, if you can shoot the three, if you just a Mark Smith shooter like that, yeah, you're going to have a roster spot in today's NBA. So again, but still, they're professional NBA basketball players. They're getting paid millions of dollars. So now we have D Wade, right? Okay. Again, D Wade is I don't want to say he's a journeyman, but he's 27 years old, right? Okay. I like to say he's at least been in the NBA for 3 years. It could be wrong. I don't know how long he's played in the NBA. I like to say he's at least played 3 NBA seasons with the Cavs so far, right? And on the season, 2024, he's averaging what? 5 points, 5.4 to be exact, 4.0 rebounds, 0.88 assists, and what's that? Player efficiency. Man, I don't know. PIE. I always want to say it's player in efficiency or something. I don't know. 7.5. That's what that is. Okay. I said 3 years, right? 4 years experience. So I'm assuming he's been with the Cavs for 4 years. He was undrafted, of course. He played for Kansas City State. That's the college he played for. And his height is 6'9". So I don't know if Boston dared him to shoot from the outside or they just took it for granted that he wasn't going to catch fire the way he did in the fourth quarter against the Celtics. I don't know what the strategy was on that, but D-Wade just had one of those games that a typical NBA player has that, it's not accustomed to having games like that. A guy, he's like I said, he's an NBA professional basketball player. So what makes you think he is not going to ever have a game like that? At some point, he's going to have a game. He's going to have a game of his life, which he had last night. And yeah, he was the unsung hero last night. And he ended up scoring. I want to make sure I get the right stats on when he scored. I want to know. I ain't gonna say that. I want to say he scored 20 points in the fourth quarter and ended up with 23 for the game, including the game-winning putback off the Darius Garland miss. But I think for the game he had, I want to say it was 23 points. I could be wrong. Okay, he definitely scored 20 in the fourth quarter. He scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. Yes, and he ended up with 23 points for the game, including the game-winning putback. So, okay, yeah, basically, again, I don't know if the strategy was to let D-Wade shoot, take him for granted. Oh, he ain't gonna make that shot. Oh, he made that one. Okay, he ain't gonna make that. Oh, he made that one, and so forth, right? So, and then yeah, as he was hitting the outside shot, he was going, putting the ball on the floor and going to the basket. So yeah, he was scoring from the outside and from the outside and inside. He's going outside in, right? Instead of inside out, he's going outside in. But again, D-Wade just had one of those games that a typical NBA player has. That is just that simple. It's not unusual for a guy like D-Wade to just light up a team, and he hasn't done this, in the past 4 years, right? Because again, it was a career high for him, right? So I'm assuming he ain't scored 23 points since he entered the league 4 years ago. So yeah, but still, you don't let a guy like that shoot. But then again, like I said, the defense is non-existent in my opinion. So, like I said, great game by the Cavs. They came back. I'm not gonna give JB Bickerstaff. I'll give him some credit, but he ain't gonna get a lot of credit because, again, it seemed like the Cavs were on the verge of losing another game, and it was going to be, the talk today was going to be like the Cavs came up soft again. I like to think that's what the conversation would have been amongst, NBA analysts and podcasters. Yeah, the Cavs came up soft again, but okay, they won because of D Wade's explosion on the offensive end, scoring 20 points in the fourth quarter. So, okay, that pretty much put that conversation on hold until, another team that's physical, in my opinion, beats up on the Cavs, right? And then we're going to go back to the conversation on the Cavs saw, which I don't know why we keep having the conversation anyway. But again, yeah, great game. The Cavs played, down the stretch. They made the plays down the stretch to win the game. The foul between I'll say it like this. It was a great initially the ref called a foul on Darius Garland, and then they decided to overturn it. That was a good decision because Jason Tatum was the one who initiated the contact. He fouled Darius Garland when he pushed off with his left arm, right? But okay, again, that's basketball. You don't call that anyway. So that was a good no call. And then Jason Tatum faded away. Actually, Jason Tatum should have made the shot because them the shots he make anyway. So I was surprised Jason Tatum missed it because when he pushed off Darius Garland, he got enough space to hit his patented shot, fall away jump shot that he makes 9 times 10. And Darius Garland fouled him. It was a love tap in my opinion. You don't call that either. So it was a good decision to overturn it. Like I said, if they was gonna call a foul, they should have called on Jason Tatum. But again, it's a good decision not to call, to overturn the call. But yeah, Cavs win 105-104. Great win. But again, we'll see what they do in the playoffs. We'll see what kind of coaching strategies JB Bickerstaff comes up with going forward. But that's all I have to report. Y'all take care. Facts When It Goes to podcast. DJ Lottie Dottie. The likes I appreciate. The views I appreciate more. One love. Love.